Okay, we are recording. We have Tarot's Apprentice, Johnny, we in this corner. We have Seanna Rose from Canada in this corner, and we have Jenn Lynn Tarot in this corner. We are going to do some rapid fires and some deep dives. Readings, and just to let everyone know, we're kind of all three in a little different place about Epstein's death. So, Sienna, why don't you state what you feel about his death?
All right. So I think it's really strange. A lot of people have been getting different sort of readings. Some say he killed himself. Some say somebody else killed him. Some say he's still alive. I got that he killed himself, but there was a little bit of urging. Like I kind of intuitively felt that he was attacked by somebody, survived. He survived the attack. He was really scared. Because he didn't have that control for once. He didn't have control over like somebody else's life. So it's like, okay, if I don't kill myself, somebody is going to kill me. So he decided he was going to just do it himself.
Okay. And Johnny, where are you at on Epstein's death?
That the bitch is dead.
Ding dong.
He's in his cell. He wants to die. He was done with the living process. Somebody come in, they help him hang himself. He didn't do it himself. I don't see him strapping something to something and then jumping off of something or whatever. I don't see that. I see him being strung up by somebody else, is what I get. Assisted.
Okay. And just to put my thoughts out there, when I did a live stream Saturday morning, I got immediately the battle card on the bottom of the deck, and that he was resting in a cell. So I think he was murdered. So it's interesting when you watch all the other readers, we're kind of all over the place on it, and these three were kind of in a little bit different place on it. So just making all the viewers aware of that. That being said, because even though in the last reading Johnny and I did together, we talked about this, he is dead. Let's just ask one more time, because I still get questions. Is he really dead, or is this a conspiracy and he's out hiding somewhere? Did they get him out of the jail and he's out free somewhere?
So you want 3 cards? 2
yeah,
cards?
pull 3 or 4 cards. We'll do rapid fire on this one.
Oh, Jesus. They all flew everywhere. Wait a minute.
Oh, my Lord.
Got death on the bottom, so does that mean something?
Got the Ten of Swords.
That's my death card. That's my death card, too.
Got the Eight of Cups. Left world. On bottom. Ding dong. The witch is dead.
Anxiety. I've got the Star card and the Chariot. Those are my 2 transitioning cards. He's on his way to the other side. Bye-bye. And I've got my money laundering card. It's all about money. So
now you pulled all my death card. I got the 10 of Swords is my death card. The 4 of Swords is my death card. The Chariot is my transition. So I got now 8 of Wands. So he's going somewhere.
Oh, I had 4 of Wands on the bottom, by the way.
There's the Hermit.
Connection to the White House.
And then there's the King of Cups. He's not alive.
Okay, that's put to bed. He is not alive.
That's what's on the bottom.
I think somebody would have, it doesn't matter who, somebody would have got him anyways.
Yeah, I don't see him alive.
Okay, so first question. I haven't looked at this yet. Prince Andrew is all tied in with Epstein. What does the Queen of England think about Epstein's death? Who wants to do the full layout?
I can do that.
Okay, so Sienna, you and I will pull additional cards to see what additional information we get from Johnny's full layout. What does the Queen of England think of Epstein's death and even Prince Andrew's connection?
Do you think she cares?
I just heard remorse. Remorse.
I mean, I had this one come up. She's not happy about it.
She ain't happy.
There's this saltiness kind of.
Well, first card is 3 of Swords. So there is some heartbreak there. Little peek at the outcome is my transition. So this is the Chariot. So she feels some way about this, I suppose. So along with her separation, is the Four of Swords. So she may be in a state of either depression or denial, or one going into the other.
Hey, Johnny, your cards are blurring just a little bit, so hold them there just a
Am I going
smidge
too
longer.
fast? So we got separation and maybe some denial. Because she's sitting back. She's like a regroup and a rethink on this. So this is not something she's dealing with very good. What crosses that is the Four of Cups. So there's the despondency. So she feels a little out of sorts. The Queen of Cups is on the bottom. This is the emotional woman right now. This is the nurturer in my deck too. Seven of Swords. How do we get out of this? There's the sneaky. There's the strategy. What do we do? What's step two? Three of Wands. Playing off the ground. So they're thinking about something. They're, going back to the drawing board possibly. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe she can use her influence. Her fear. Regret. Sorrow. A part of her believes it's true. Her hopes is the moon. How can we hide this? Her environment is the walking away, the Eight of Cups. So she has some I can't leave him because that's my family, but then again, I can't really be tied to this because this is a little too much for me. It's like when you find out your child's a murderer or a rapist or something, what do you do with that? Because behind it is the wishful thinking. So you have the abandonment and then wishful thinking. This is not going to go away. You can't wish it away. You can't pray it away either. The word of warning, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is getting more clout because he is a royal. And then the word of solace, as I say, God answers all prayers. Sometimes the answer is no. You still got some heartbreak in there. You have to deal with it. And the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles, yet again, in the end. So she has to deal with this, but she is very heartbroken over it, is what I see.
Yeah.
Denial.
So I've got on the bottom, I've got that family inheritance, family legacy card. So very concerned about the family, and I've got they're fighting in the family over Epstein. She's trying to protect the family. She's trying to move forward to calmer waters. And she's heartbroken, but she's going to remain steadfast and strong. She's gonna put on a front and act like they're not involved and wait and see where the cookies fall, where they crumble.
Mm.
What do you get, Seanna?
Okay, well, when you guys were talking about Epstein, what I have for like the Queen and Epstein, she knew about the kids. She knew about what he did to kids, and it was very stressful on her. She did not approve of that, obviously. But yet I have the Chariot. So maybe she's trying to find a way to move forward. And I don't want to say make it work, but because with Prince Andrew's involvement, we have here that she's kind of undecided. She doesn't know, really what to do about it. We have here we have letting him sort of get away with it, or, make it seem like that she's not involved. And I have the same as you have here, the Strength card. This is what she wants us to see her like in light of the situation, but it does affect the royal family.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, she still has to be queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it bothers her. She's not happy about this, obviously.
Yeah.
On the bottom of my deck, I even have this. It's disappointing.
Disappointing news. So Seanna, we were talking before we started the video. Seanna watched the video that Johnny and I did last night, posted it in the wee hours of the morning, and about Melania, that we feel like she was kind of a, I can never pronounce her name. Is it
Ghislaine Maxwell?
Ghislaine. I always say Giz. I put the S in there, and some people say it's silent, and I can't say it without the S. So Ghislaine, I'll say it the wrong way.
I called her Ghislaine in my video on her today.
Yeah. So we saw that Melania was kind of like a Ghislaine Maxwell, that she was recruiting for Epstein somewhat, whether it was just one or two people or a lot, but she was involved. So let's look at, will Melania get indicted? Seanna, why don't you do the bigger spread, and Johnny, I'll pull supporting cards. Will
Okay.
Melania get indicted?
And I can tell you right now, that's my first one that came out.
Oh,
So
mercy.
yeah, it looks like it.
That's gonna.
The opposing force, she doesn't have the strength to keep fighting this. And this, it's like the force of justice itself is a lot stronger than she is. I didn't even finish the spread yet, and it's just like these cards want to be said. So what's on her mind? There we go. It's affecting the family's wealth. You know, she married into this family not expecting all the crap to hit the fan the way it is. And it's just like everything is just making a big mess for her.
Mhm. Now,
I don't know. I just
What are you getting, Johnny?
I want to
Okay.
know.
The first card from your tower is the lack of balance. So we got the Two of Pentacles. So she doesn't know how to handle this. Like we did in the last
Oh my
read. She
goodness,
doesn't
look
know
at you
that.
matching.
Johnny, I got the same card. I got the same card.
And then I got the Fool. So this.
That's on the bottom of mine.
So how do you even? Okay, fine. And then there's the Empress. There's that matronly energy yet again.
There's the madam energy.
Yeah, that's what followed it. The same one from last night. So we
It's like
got the Queen of Wands and there's the Sun. So there is definitely a tie between the two. And then to end it, I had the Three of Swords. So I would say yes, but at the bottom is the Knight of Cups. So I think she is going to get, for whatever reason, to play the victim. That maybe this is not her idea. Maybe she can pawn it off on somebody else. I don't know.
I'm not getting any legal cards. It's interesting. I've got, that it's like sort of an end to a cycle, and she's hoping the secrets get kept. And that trying to find balance in all this chaotic environment. That she's actually going to get away with it, even though she was a partner in it and worked on the dark money and the dark business. And on the bottom of the deck, I also have she's going to walk away from it. So I'm not getting any legal cards. So I'm going to say she might get away with it. She might not get indicted.
Yeah, I just had some cards fall out. So she wants to maintain her, well, she thinks what she thinks as celebrity status, well-to-do,
Yeah.
but she wants to stay as, but yet she feels the need to fight and defend herself. I do have the death card, so I agree with you, the end of that cycle and the walking away. The truth of the situation, though, is that she was involved with it, and something is coming in the future, though.
Now,
Maybe it's too early to tell if she's going to get indicted.
Yeah, but that tower that I got earlier was suggesting that, maybe even socially, she's done. What I have on the bottom was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so tides are turning. It's not necessarily in her favor.
That's true, because you were getting that tower card, so that could mean she might get indicted or forced out, or pushed out.
And
So
the death card, that major change, there is something coming. So it's not
and
like she's going to stay out of the news. Yes.
Yeah. She may just be asked to leave as a first lady. So let's ask this. If something comes out about Melania's connections with Epstein and Ghislaine, will Trump leave? Yeah, I'm of the opinion, because I've read on this, would Trump throw his kids under the bus? I did a reading on that a few months ago, and it was like, yes, he would throw anybody under the bus. So,
and his kids are throwing each other under the bus.
I want to do the bigger spread on this and see what I get, and y'all full supporting for me. So will Trump leave if something comes out about Melania?
He'll just say, "Oh, I don't know her. Who, Melania? What?"
Yeah, watching his money card just fell out of the deck as I was shuffling. Now he's gonna be worried about his money.
I have the White House, justice, and making it work. So he's gonna try and spin it, make it's a conspiracy. Oh, they're targeting
my wife. I don't know who she is.
oh, I don't know anything about this. Nothing here. He's
We
just
haven't lived together in years. I haven't seen her since I became president.
accidentally tell the truth there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody did ask me if Epstein was Barron's father. I was like, oh, I'm not
Might
going
have
there.
to do a
I
rapid fire
hope
on
not,
that.
for his sake.
I've got that he's gonna pack her bags and ship her off on the bottom. So
Pretend like he didn't know her.
Oh,
Be like, oh, I am shocked and disappointed in her, when really that's probably how they met.
well, let's see here. You know me, I have to pull all the cards and get the whole story. So
How I Met Your Mother.
So the question was if Trump, if something comes up on Melania, would Trump leave? Okay. So that on the bottom, he might actually pack his bags and go too. So there is information coming out on Melania. And it gives everybody a different perspective here regarding the death of Epstein, crowning the reading, her partnership with him, recruiting. She was sort of celebrity status. So I feel like she was going to parties and recruiting, where there were probably some famous models and stuff. But I feel like she was not pulling the famous people. I feel like she was pulling the ones that wanted to hang around with the famous people. And justice is coming for Trump. He's going to be having to defend himself as well as Melania. But I'm getting King of Cups. I feel like he's going to have support through this. But again, it's about these women and what happened at the party. So justice is coming for Trump. He's just trying to protect himself. Emperor Trump, may have to lay additional cards, about the children, what happened over and over and over again in the past, coming up again, the children, all the secrets coming out, putting an end to that cycle. He's going to get an offer.
Oh my God.
He's going to get an offer. His hands are going to be tied. Here again, I'm seeing straight jacket Trump. I'm seeing
it's more like ultimatum than offer.
Yeah. So
that is really that's just really funny that you would also get the offer card. When you were talking, I had pulled, there's Emperor Trump. He's gonna have a new beginning, but that's the details of said new beginning. On the bottom of my deck, there's an offer, there's some fighting, there's a tower.
Because he's not gonna go easy. They're gonna take him out kicking and screaming.
Twice now I've received the vision of a toddler being carried out of the White House by an adult carrying a toddler under the arms. The baby can't do anything but scream and kick.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna swaddle him. Straight jacket. Swaddle that baby. So what did you get, Johnny?
Well, I got the first card is the Empress, and then the Anxiety, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So it's kind of like the way Trump talks is, well, if it's true, I didn't know about it. So, but I don't think it's true. But if it is true, I didn't know. That's the first thing, because after that, you get the lies. But after that, you get something from the past coming back up again, and then boom, there's your tower. So I think if something comes out about her, it takes him down too, because there's no way he could not have known, and then there's a paper trail, and then blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
Okay. So Ghislaine Maxwell, is she talking to authorities? Is she going to get indicted? Johnny, you want to do big spread on her?
Okay.
Because you always get the right Queen of Wands on her every time.
If I were her, I would move to Russia. That's where they don't extradite to the U.S. is Russia.
US.
So that's where she needs to be. Because
Who would probably spare her?
yeah, I don't know what she was going to do. How does she escape this?
I mean, I just had Queen of Pentacles fall out, but this seems like something that your money can't save you from something like this.
Uh-uh. Okay.
You're gonna
First,
try.
well, first card is the devil. And a little peek
Of
at
course
the
it
outcome.
is.
Oh, Jesus. Because okay. Y'all know I got two Rider-Waite decks put together. My first card is the devil, and the outcome is the devil. I'm done already.
Are
What
you
you
done? You don't need to lay any more cards.
Okay, so what couples with the devil here at the beginning is the Queen of Cups. So there's a nurturer. So this is probably your
For grooming
coach.
them,
Yes,
grooming the children. Yeah,
coaching the
I,
men kind of energy.
I had gotten that in a reading on her this morning.
And then there is the Emperor. So there is the what's this guy? Epstein. And then below them is the anxiety. So she feels as though it seems to me she is the only one who feels as though this is not over just because he's dead. It's like she knows that she is the other half because they both bragged about having information on powerful people. So then there is your money news. She's either, like I said, she's stolen money, but she's also worried about it because she needs to know, like you did in your reading, Seanna, this morning, where is she going to make her living from?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the King of Swords. So there's your Donald Trump with the greedy merchant or the wishful thinking. So in the fear is the Empress. What she knows, what she's done, coming back out. And then there's the King of Wands and her hopes. So she thinks that this is the person that she's trying to run to, whoever this is or whatever this represents. This is her supposed to be her beacon. Now, this is just what she wants. That's not predictive, but that's her supposed to be her beacon in the storm. But something's coming out. So maybe this is my yes card. That's in the environment with the sun. Right behind it is the news. That's the background. So this is the reason why you get the sun is because there's some news coming. Your word of warning, madam, is this is not over. It's an uphill battle. So no matter where you run, there you will be. So somebody will find you. And the word of solace, like I said, God answers all prayers. Sometimes the answer is no. There is no solace. Somebody will betray you. And I think it is this guy. Whoever you're running to is going to say, here she is. Because what you got in your outcome with your devil is the Ten of Swords. It's over for her. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah. I got on the bottom the Seven of Swords. So, okay, to say the least, criminal activity. And I agree. It's going to leave her out on her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Queen of Wands at the bottom. That's where she
oh,
was.
there she was. I was like, where's that Queen of Wands? Because you're asking about her.
Yeah.
So on the bottom of mine, I've got the Nine of Pentacles. She's content in her garden alone with all her money right now and some of Epstein's. I've got the Messenger also. Like she's trying to get messages. There's going to be information coming out about her. She's trying to get away somewhere overseas. She's hiding it out. She's going to make a foolish judgment call on where she goes, trying to get to calmer waters. This kind of goes back to your reading that you were doing on Monday, Johnny. She's going to make a foolish judgment about where she goes. And guess what? What happened to Epstein is going to, I think she's going to get killed.
Because that Seven of Swords
before
just
she's indicted. Yeah, before, I don't think she's talking to any authorities. Yeah, somebody's going to strong arm her. There's going to be a battle. I don't get she's communicating with any authorities and trying to negotiate or even chance of indictment.
Right. What I had gotten on her when I read on her this morning was that, like, I didn't think she would cooperate with authorities, but it was an option. And the other option had to do with going away overseas. And I also got that she was not thinking clearly right now. So definitely that leaves a lot of margin for error.
Yeah.
Room for her to make a mistake.
Okay, so we're at almost 25 minutes on this video. We're going to stop this and we're going to do a part 2 because we have more questions. So hang on, everybody. We'll be back in a minute with another video.